over now, I must conclude I am conflicted, watching where I step still, hanging in the balance, not the life I want to live. I want to take it all, standing tall, fear I weighed the person you are. Oh, break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening here on Forever Sports. A warm welcome to all the fans who have tuned in for Super Rugby Pacific Semi-Final number 2. It's a question of who will join the Crusaders in the final between the Chiefs at home to the Brumbies. It's going to be a pulsating clash, if anything. About yesterday rings true today. We're in for a super clash here in the second semi-final. From myself, Roots, here on Forever Sports. It's an absolute pleasure to take you through this one. We'll go through the starting 23 of each side in just a moment. But do give your shout out in the comment section, your score prediction, who you're supporting as we go on this rugby journey this weekend here on Forever Sports. Of course, live later on this afternoon, 6:15 South African Standard Time. Stevie P will be taking you through the Vodacom URC final, and we have a South African team in the final in the form of the Vodacom Bulls up against the mighty Leinster at Croke Park in Dublin. But our attention now is in Hamilton. It's the Chiefs, table-topping Chiefs up against the Brumbies. Coming up shortly, Riordan Ashby says, "Come on, Chiefs." Shout out, Riordan. Antile Talon, my brother from another mother, says, "I support Rudy Stander." Thank you for that, my champion, for tuning in. It's Lord Joshua says, "Let's go," with fire emojis. He's up for it. And I'm sure all the fans tuned in here are up for a super clash. And on that note, I'll take you through the starting 23 of each side, starting with the away team, the Brumbies. At 1, James Slipper. 2, Billy Pollard. 3, Alan Alatoa, the captain, to make up the front row. Nick Frost and Tom Hooper locking partners this evening. Rob Valentini, look out for his busting runs on the park. 7, Rory Scott. 8, Tuania Taya Tuilima. 9, Ryan Lonergan. 10, Noah Lolosio. 11, Corey Toole. 12, David Feluai. 13, Lenny Kitao. 14, Andy Muirhead. 15, Tom Wright. 16, Lachlan Lonergan. 17, Linton Lely. 18, Phil Futuaika. 19, Lachlan Shaw. 20, Luke Reimer. 21, Harrison Goddard. 22, Jack Debrasini. And 23, Ollie Sapsford. That's the 23 for the Brumbies. For the Chiefs, it's Ollie Norris, Samsoni Tokiaho, and George Dyer making up the front row. 4, Natoa Kuyo. 5, Tupovai. 6, Samapeni Finau. 7, Luke Jacobson, the captain. 8, Wallace Satiti. Rising All Black in the making, Wallace Satiti making up that forward pack. 9, Cortez Ratama. 10, Damien McKenzie, one of their real playmakers and stars of the Chiefs and All Black side. Leroy Carter at 11. 12, Quinn Tapai. 13, Daniel Rona. 14, Amoni Narawa. And 15, Sean Stevenson, as slippery as ever at fullback. 16, Brody McAllister. 17, Jared Prophet. Ruben O'Neill at 18, Jimmy Tupou. 20, Callum Bashir. 21, Xavier Rowe. 22, Josh Jackham. 23, Gideon Rampling. That's the 23 for the Chiefs. You kind of feel they are favourites. But playoffs rugby, we know it's just 1 point that matters in the end. That can get you to the grand final, the final dance. Thank you. It's Lord Joshua says, "Rudy, you're an absolute legend." Well, right back at you. So are you for tuning in. It's a Saturday morning in South Africa, but it doesn't matter. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Get your refreshments as we build up to the start. The teams have come out running onto the field, and they're just about ready for action. Here in the second semi-final, we mentioned The first semi-final, for those of you who missed it, the Crusaders coming up victorious over the Blues after a real shove and push, ebb and flow towards the end of that game, well beyond the hooter. In fact, in the 86th minute, it was only then the ball popped out, and the Blues unfortunately couldn't get over the line. The Crusaders put it into touch after coming from behind, trailing at one stage 14-0. Didn't allow the Blues to get any more points on the board. The defending champions will not be defending their title. The Crusaders will host the final, and it's either against the Chiefs or the Brumbies. The Brumbies, of course, victorious in their playoff game against the Hurricanes. And as per the Super Rugby Pacific format, although the Chiefs lost in their playoff in the dying seconds against the Blues, get another crack at it should they win, or either of these teams will travel to Christchurch, and the Apollo Project Stadium awaits one of these teams for the grand final. But we're almost underway, and conditions overhead underfoot look great for enterprising rugby here this morning. Well, in fact, to our New Zealand fans, it's Saturday evening, but both these sides deserve it to be in the semi-finals. The Brumbies head and shoulders above all the other Australian teams. The Chiefs, of course, ending the regular season on top of the table. History doesn't matter, although history is not looking favourable for the Brumbies on the last 3 attempts, coming up short in the semi-finals. They'll be looking, should I say, to translate that into a final, the 4th time around, as they just sit back for a moment of silence for a fallen All Black in the form of Stu Wilson. Much respect to the legends of the game. Gone in the physical form for now, but their presence and legend lives on forever. It's Nick Berry who'll be the man in charge of this clash. The man we're looking to for consistency in this game as it wears on. It's going to be the Brumbies from right to left to kick off via the boot of Noah Lolosio. And we're just about underway. A good crowd in for the semi-final. And for Noah Lolosio, it's potentially, should the Brumbies not get to the final, will be his last game as he signed on for a Japanese club for the following season to come. They'll be looking to get to that final and get a trophy, or at least a crack at it. You have to get past the Crusaders, of course. The Chiefs, on the other hand, looking to make their 3rd consecutive final, coming up short last season against the Blues. But they have another crack at it. And we're seconds away from kickoff as Noah Lolosio has ball in hand. The referee's whistle goes. And we're underway here. Lolosio puts it deep. It's inside the 22, but it's Quinn Tupai who does well to take the ball. And it's Cortez Ratama at the base, who looks to shape with the left boot. Looking for accuracy with the tactical kicking, but that one's gone a little bit too deep. Tom Wright takes it up. We're into the Chiefs. Half now, 15 metres in from this left-hand touchline, playing from right to left. There's a left-hand blindside to play with. But in possession are the Brumbies. It's Lonergan who finds one of his tight forwards. They're up to the 10-metre mark now, looking to make headway, but good defence from the Chiefs here. Lonergan finding Rory Scott, but he's brought to ground. Some solid, resolute defence here from the Chiefs. Statement of intent, the Brumbies. Valentini will carry it up all day. You better believe it. They're into the 7th phase here. Lonergan goes digging deep. Pollard takes it up from Lonergan and sets up another ruck. It looks like he's shaping for a kick here. He's got some good height. It's going to be contestable. Who wants it? It's loose ball, but here come the Chiefs away with it. McKenzie to Stevenson looking for space upfield. But it's Tom Wright who covers well, and he returns the favour with the boot. Stevenson, inside his own 22, 15 metres in from this right-hand touchline, makes no mistake. Finding touch. It's the Brumbies who will have the first line-out play here. We're on the 10-metre mark, just inside the 10-metre mark of Brumbies territory on this right-hand touchline. And it's Pollard to feed. It's loose ball, but it's cleaned up by Lonergan. Finds Valentini. Drops the shoulder, sets up a ruck. Lonergan again from the base will shape with a kick. We saw a lot of this in the first semi-final. It's high. Who wants it? But it's Leroy Carter who does well for the Chiefs. And they're in possession now, up to halfway. Ratima. Tupovai, Damien McKenzie. But the Chiefs can't hold on to it. Wallace Atiti dropping it cold there. Unforced errors you want to keep to a minimum. The Brumbies won't mind that, but it's at scrum time now, where you get knuckled down and trying to gain some sort of ascendancy. Who will get the confidence boost from this first scrum here? We're 15 metres in from this right-hand touchline, just inside the Chiefs' half. The Brumbies will have the feed. Lonergan with ball in hand. The Chiefs, the heavy of the two packs. 920 versus 885. But we know technicality is what matters. The referee taking no nonsense first time around at scrum time. Early shove from the Chiefs, and the Brumbies will have a free kick. It's Lolesio who's going to look to put it up with the bomb high into the sky. Who's chasing? Who wants it? Well taken. It's that man again, Leroy Carter, makes no mistake and pumps it upfield, relieving territorial pressure for the Chiefs. We're on halfway. The Brumbies managed to win the line out. Not as clean as they would like, but nonetheless, Zolesio goes into play 9. Rory Scott taking it off Lolesio there, being brought to ground. It's high from Lonergan again. It's Leroy Carter again. Stevenson, McKenzie. Can he open up now for the Chiefs? They're just outside their 22. Ratima, it's turned over. Interception. And the Brumbies are inside the 22 now. But just knocked on at the base there from Lonergan. And a perfect opportunity gifted with the interception. And it was Ratima who found a Brumbies hand in the form of Nick Frost. But just as he was trying to clear there, Ryan Lonergan knocked it on at the base. It's going to be a scrum down to the Chiefs, I beg your pardon. Didn't see much of that first scrum. We'll see second time around. By far the two best scrummages in the competition up to this point, the Chiefs and the Brumbies respectively. And this time around, another free kick. The Brumbies shoving early. One apiece in terms of free kicks. The referee wants to get the game flowing. The fans want to see some entertainment, don't we? Stevenson has the safety of the 22, considering where the scrum took place, and he puts it into touch, making no mistake. We're on halfway again on this right-hand touchline. The Brumbies to feed. No contest from the Chiefs. Billy Pollard comes away with it. Brought to ground by Tupovai. They want to recycle. The ball's a little bit slow at the moment. Rory Scott. Number of carries so far for the open side. Flank of the Brumbies. Centre field. Right to left they go. Lolasia or Flanagan. It's high again. There's a good contest on the go here. The Brumbies have got it. Corey Toole in the air. Wonderful work. And it's Valentini with the pick and go. The Brumbies playing in the right area of the field. Can they translate this pressure into points? The Chiefs over the ball. But the Brumbies managed to get it back. The Chiefs defending for all they're worth here. Still 20-odd meters out from the try line, right up against this left-hand touchline. The Brumbies still in possession. Ball security good, but just not as quick to break up this defence. But Lonergan looks for a little dart. It's backwards, says the referee. The ball bouncing all over the place. But on that occasion, defensive pressure causing the Brumbies to make mistakes. And we're going to take a look. The TMOs come in. Already we've got some drama potentially, folks. Give a shout out where you tuned in from. A score prediction. They're going to look at Tupovai's tackle on Billy Pollard, was it? Couple of phases back. And we saw in the game last night the referee rightfully, to the letter of the law, giving out, should I say, yellow cards. One to the Crusaders and the Blues, and it's going to be Tupovai who's going to get a yellow card early on. Shoulder to head, no real intent, but you got to dip, you got to make an effort. And if consistency is the order of the day, that was the right decision. 10 minutes to go. Can the Brumbies capitalise with the one-man advantage? We're coming back just about 15 metres in from this right-hand touchline on halfway. The Brumbies will have an opportunity on this right-hand touchline via Noah Lolasia to put it out, get it deep into the 22 of the Chiefs, set up a line-out, perhaps a driving maul, and then release the backs. This is playoff rugby. We saw last night on a number of occasions, or in fact on every given opportunity, the Crusaders and the Blues turning down 3 points, opting for the corner when it was well within kicking range. But here come the Brumbies off the line out, centre field. Lolasia or Flanagan, they're 15 metres in from this left-hand touchline now, playing from left to right. Great work from the Brumbies there. They're still inside the 22, still in possession, looking to play this left-hand blindside. Scott or Flanagan gets over the advantage line. It's all defence for the Chiefs at the moment. The Brumbies want to convert here. James Slipper carried it up. It's Scott again. Industrious in that number 7 jersey. Lonergan, Nick Frost. Keeping it tight for the moment. Alalatau with the little whip ball. Looking for Tom Wright. They've gone back a few meters. The Chiefs' defensive system at the moment very narrow. Can the Brumbies stretch them here down the right-hand side? It's Scott again. Into clean is Valentini. Ikitau. Can't find Currie Toole. The pass goes loose, but they're playing under penalty advantage with the Brumbies. Now it's decision time. On the 22, in front of the posts. You feel it's a very, very kickable 3 points for the Brumbies to get on the board here. Jean Liebenberg, brother, shout out. Thank you for tuning in. My good sir. Saying, go, Rudy. To all the fans tuned in, we are because of you here on Forever Sports. And it doesn't matter if you're a Sharks, Bulls, Crusaders, Blues, Leinster, Ulster, Stormers fan. We're all rugby fans at heart. And we go on this journey together. They've turned down the 3, They've gone to this left-hand touchline looking for 5s and 7s. They're backing themselves. They're only about 10 metres out from the Chiefs' try line. Billy Pollard finds his man, and here comes the driving maul from the Brumbies. But they're just not able to be efficient in terms of the driving maul. Obstruction, says the referee, accidental. We're going to have a Chiefs put in to the scrum. So there's 3 points gone. And still not able to capitalise on that one-man advantage. Of course, there's lots of rugby to come this afternoon. Still in the form of the Vodacom URC final. And if you're South African, you're cheering for the Vodacom Bulls, deservedly in the final. What a cracking game last weekend, defeating the Sharks. Leinster victorious over Glasgow, setting up a 1 and 2 final. Both teams the most consistent over the regular season. As Ratimer puts the ball in at scrum time. This time we do get a result at scrum time. Ratimer looking for McKenzie now. And he puts it into touch safely so. Great kick from Damien McKenzie, clearing his lines effectively. And we're now on the 10-metre mark of Chiefs territory on this left-hand touchline. Pollard. To Alima, taking it from the line out, and they set up another play midfield with Pollard taking it up. Options left and right here. Frost out the back. Tom Wright putting it on the boot. Not much that Sean Stevenson can do, so he hacks it upfield. But yeah, the Brumbies have an opportunity. The kick pass opportunity. The bounce of the ball, just not favouring the Brumbies. It was Andy Muirhead gratefully accepting the kick pass, but just the bounce of the ball eluding him. The Chiefs return it upfield, but the Brumbies, but Tom Wright there, receiving the kick, almost working out for Andy Muirhead. But what a kick from Tom Wright. It's a 50-22, just inside his own half. And it's all worked out for the Brumbies, but they want to capitalise here. They're only 5 metres out on this right-hand touchline. Billy Pollard finds Nick Frost. They set up a driving maul. Pollard at the back with ball secured. Here come the back line to add some more numbers to the shove. The Chiefs all over the place in 6s and 7s. And Billy Pollard comes up with the first try. For the Brumbies, they're on the board by 5-0. Ominous signs when you saw the back line joining in. They had a sniff when it was inching forward. The setup was good from the Brumbies, and it's all credit to that 50-22 from Tom Wright, putting them right in this right-hand corner. Leroy Carter, amongst others, Cortez Ratimer, trying in vain to stop that driving maul. The power and the poise was just too much. And Billy Pollard goes over for the first try. It's Ryan Lonergan with the attempt at the extra 2 now. The strike is good. It splits the uprights. It's sailing. It's over. The Brumbies up to 7. And they do capitalize on that 1 man advantage. It's always more difficult, in my opinion, when it's a tight forward that's gone off, especially in a scenario where you see a driving maul from the opposition. And the Chiefs couldn't keep them out. It's Damien McKenzie now with the opportunity with the restart to put the Chiefs deep in this left-hand corner. Inside the 22 they go. Well taken by the Brumbies. Lonergan successful with the high kick, but just too far. Stevenson takes it easily. Under no sort of pressure there. It's Ratimer. Here comes Damien McKenzie picking up the loose ball. They're 15 metres in. On the 10-metre mark on this left-hand side. Playing from left to right, Ratimer. Keeps it going down the same way. Now he'll switch it up from right to left. Looking to break apart this Brumbies defence. Wallace Atiti and now Emoni Narawa, beg your pardon. They set up another ruck. Akoi takes it up. The Chiefs strip it. The Brumbies strip it, I beg your pardon. And they hoof it upfield, but the Chiefs have it back in possession on the boot. Well covered by Tom Wright. And Debrasini receives it from Wright and puts it into touch safely. Navigating those waters defensively were the Brumbies on that occasion. Taking play almost up to the Chiefs' 10-metre mark on this right-hand touchline. The Brumbies have had all the possession, all the territory up to this point. The Chiefs yet to enter into the 22 of the Brumbies. They're going to need to get to the other end of the field. McKenzie off the boot, high in the air from Ratimer and taken. And here come the Chiefs now. Fractured defence. Rona into the 22, but right up against this left-hand touchline. A strong counter-ruck from the Brumbies, led by Rory Scott. But it's Alatoa there. Pinned by the referee. Off your feet at ruck time. Over ego were the Brumbies. And now it's the Chiefs who will have a real opportunity with the entry into the danger zone of the Brumbies. And Tupavai is back on the field. Back to a full complement. Great weight on the kick from Damien McKenzie. Keeping it alive with the Chiefs. They've gone to the corner in this right or left-hand corner. Tokyo. Ball at the back. Here come the Chiefs now. Can they return the favour? No. Stifled by the Brumbies, but they get it over the advantage line via Quintapai. A pick and go from Emoni Narawa. Catching the Brumbies off guard, and the Chiefs are in. Pure class from Emoni Narawa. Didn't give the defence time to set. And just like that, the Chiefs strike back. 7-5 with the kick to come. He's got the dancing feet, in tight, looking for work, and over for the try. The home fans will love that. And it's Damien McKenzie, fourth on the all-time point scoring table in Super Rugby. Become an integral part of Coach Scott Robertson's plans for the All Blacks. He's been in great form this season. Has a strike. It's good. It's over. And we're locked up at 7 apiece with the first quarter down in the second semi-final. The Chiefs were looking for a response. They found it in the form of Emoni Narawa. And you want your players to step up on big occasions. Their first real entry into the 22. They get a try. They'll be looking for more of that from the restart. Ratima puts it upfield. And Tom Wright is there. He decides for an up and under, chasing his own kick. Tupavai, though, picks up the loose ball. The Chiefs have it back. Leroy Carter comes dancing away. Can't get past the defence of the Brumbies. Sets up a ruck. It's Ratima. And here they go again, the Chiefs. It's Emoni Narawa. Deja vu, he's done it again. Up to the 22. Sean Stevenson can't get his hands free. And now there's a bit of argy-bargy. Players rushing in from everywhere. They're almost into the stands. Let's go! The passion, the testosterone, the emotion overflowing here. But a scramble defence from the Brumbies. Stop that attack, but Emoni Narawa almost, in a deja vu moment, has done it again. Got it off to Sean Stevenson, but just running out of space. Were the Chiefs on that occasion, but he's obviously spotted something. Rugby IQ of the highest order. And now we're going up to the TMO. We saw a little bit of jersey tugging. What are we looking for, Mr. TMO? Sean Stevenson had a man outside him, but just the angle that he was running shut down the space. And it's after the whistle and the ball in touch that players came charging in. Debrasini, Samsoni Tokiao, Sam Penny Finau. Cortez Ratima just there to calm things down. It's going to be hard to calm things down as a scrum off when the forwards are piling in for some action. Time off for the moment. What are we looking at? In fact, there's nothing to see, says the TMO. Let's get on with it. It's the Chiefs' ball. Tokiao finds his man. Mackenzie to Ratima. We're just outside the 22. That loose ball, in effect, has caused the Chiefs to go back a few meters. Is it a penalty advantage? I see the referee's arm is out. The Chiefs have an opportunity at a free play. Going in to clean is Tupavai, looking to make amends for that earlier yellow card, and it is going to be a penalty to the Chiefs. Kicking the ball while it's still in the ruck. Silly mistake there. And this time around, for the first time in the playoffs, we see the Chiefs opting for the 3 points. And an opportunity to go into double figures, gain the lead. But Noah Lolasio's off the field, and that's why. I was trying to figure out why Jack Debrasini's on. And that's his game done for the moment. Wait to see how the Brumbies navigate this game. Can they get to the final? Will he be fit? but that could potentially be his last game as Mackenzie. One Rice smile, smirk if you could call it that, sends it through the posts. And the Chiefs are ahead by 10 points to 7. Sad ending to the game for Lolosea so early on. But an able replacement in the form of Jack Debrasini as they restart now. The Chiefs from the base, just outside their 22, 15 meters in from this left-hand touchline via the boot of Ratima, puts it high. There's a contest, but the Brumbies have it. Cleaning up is Tom Wright from the back. Here come the Brumbies. Looking to get over halfway. Debrasini to Scott, but it's a loose pass. And the Brumbies have lost all of 10 meters. They're going to start all over here to get to halfway. But importantly, keeping the ball in hand. Lonergan tries to get it out, but over the ball. It's Cortez Ratima, his opposite number, who is on his feet. Legally, according to the referee. And the Brumbies will know if they take a look at the Blues yesterday, who conceded at one stage 6 consecutive penalties, how that territorial gain for the Chiefs can hurt you, especially with a table-topping team like the Chiefs. They'll just put you down the other end of the field, and outside the 22 on this right-hand touchline come the Chiefs. Clean line out. Running straight into Rob Valentini, but they set up another ruck. They want quicker ball. Ratima to Samsoni Tokiaho. Charging ahead like an angry warthog, but he's brought to ground. Stevenson has to clean up. The efficiency of the passing from both sides has not been of the highest order. Mackenzie from Ratima, they put it high with the kick pass, but it's too far. It's an unforced error. We're going to come back in line with where the kick was taken, and we'll have a line out to the Brumbies. You feel the Chiefs' hand were forced there. Damien Mackenzie trying to make something out of nothing, but just lacking in terms of accuracy on that occasion. The Brumbies with the line-out feed via Billy Pollard on the 10-meter mark on this right-hand touchline. It's Frost off the top. Lonergan to Debrasini's charge down. Andy Muirhead goes to clean up. Helter-skelter at the moment. The Brumbies want to get on the other end of the field. They started off so well in terms of territory and possession, but coming unstuck in the second quarter, stuck inside their own half. And it's Lonergan now who puts another contestable kick up. And the Chiefs have it back. It's always going to be a 50-50 ball. And here come the Chiefs. Ollie Norris, the loose head, taking it up, pumping the legs. Ratima goes in to secure the ball at ruck time. The Brumbies all over it, but here come the Chiefs straight down the middle, but they've knocked it on. We're just about centre field between the 10-meter mark and 22 of the Brumbies. They'll have to put into the scrum. Rushing a little bit there were the Chiefs. The Chiefs will be disappointed up to this point. 4 handling errors to the Brumbies 1. They want to keep that down to a minimum. Most accurate team in terms of set plays, discipline, unforced errors. 99 times out of 100 you'll find will go through to the final. As we approach the half-hour mark, the Chiefs hold a slender 3-point lead. It's Lonergan to feed. Solid set from both teams. Debrasini on the boot. We've seen a lot of kicking. Perhaps gone too far. No, it sits up for Sean Stevenson on his 5 meter mark. Pumps it upfield. Doesn't find touch. It's Tom Wright who puts it high now. There's a little bit of a kicking battle. They wanted to sit up. It does for Damien McKenzie with the little show and go. McKenzie's brought to ground. They're outside the 22. They don't have the safety of the 22. It's Ratima who's going to look to play down this right-hand blind side. We're 15 meters in from this right-hand touchline, just outside the Chiefs 22. Ratima will look to shape with the left foot and put it high. Too far. Andy Muirhead comfortably under no pressure. Sets up a ruck. It's Debrasini now looking for space. Valentini, they're looking to shift it, spread it wide. They do so and boot it upfield by Corey Toole, but the Chiefs looking for a 50-22, but well covered by Muirhead. Finds Tom Wright, looks for the torpedo. A real kicking battle at the moment. The crowd want to see some ball in hand. Let's go! The Chiefs. Sliding onto it is Andy Muirhead. And the Chiefs get another penalty at ruck time. Ball security. A slight concern for the Brumbies at the moment. Well taken out of the air. Sliding onto it, in fact, was Andy Muirhead. But you've got to secure your own possession. And this is another kickable penalty for the Chiefs. No one really urgent enough to get over that ball for the Brumbies and potentially giving away another 3 points. We're about 35 meters out, but it's right in front, well within range. Just got to keep it straight, son. Give us that smirk and pump it over if you're a Chiefs fan. You're backing yourself for the Chiefs to go ahead by 6. No real win to speak of. Just got to keep his composure. Takes one look at the posts. Takes one look at the ball. Another look at the post. No mistake. Flying over. The flags are raised. And the Chiefs up to 13-7. Cool, calm, collected, easy as you like for Damien McKenzie. And the Brumbies know that's going to cost them. They've got to get their ball security in order. Quintapai takes it from the restart. But the Brumbies have turned it over from the kick upfield. Receive the ball back, and here come the Brumbies looking to stretch him down this right-hand side. Len Iketau has seen precious little of the ball, but he takes it up over the advantage line. Valentini is wrapped up by 2 defenders. And the Chiefs looking to get over the ball, but hands in the ruck, says the referee. And on that occasion, it was Luke Jacobson, the Chiefs captain there. Just that split millisecond. Too late. No hands allowed, and the Brumbies can put it into touch. And Jack Debrasini has pulled off a fantastic kick. Right up 6 meters from the Chiefs try line on this right-hand touchline, and the penalty was just about on halfway. And that's a confidence booster for the Brumbies. Will we see another driving maul? Nick Frost again. Here come the Brumbies. They're backing themselves. Andy Muirhead gets in. The Chiefs fracturing, splintering to the side. Here come the Brumbies. Just short. The Chiefs have got to get away, surely now. Lonergan picks up the loose ball. It's all frenetic stuff. 3 meters out. The Brumbies still in possession. Rob Valentini just held up short. A real opportunity with this entry into the danger zone here for the Brumbies. Advantage, says the referee. Valentini goes again. Almost loses the ball. It's gone backwards. But it's a free play for the Brumbies if nothing comes of it. Here they come now. Debrasini with the kick pass. Who wants it? It's Currie too. Obliges with a kick pass from Jack Debrasini, playing under penalty advantage. And all of a sudden, the Brumbies have an opportunity now to take the lead. Wonderful weight on the kick. The defense from the Chiefs very narrow. Corey Toole right up out wide on this left-hand touchline. All he had to do was jot it down. He's done just that. And it's try time. That's their second try. The penalty advantage was for a no-arms tackle. It doesn't matter now because they're over. Lonergan will look to keep his composure and wits about him. We're right up against this left-hand touchline. Distance won't be a problem. It's the direction. The strike is good, but it's fading past the left-hand upright. There's only 1 point separating these two teams at the moment. The Brumbies will take confidence from the fact that when they get into that danger zone, they can convert it to points. They just know that they want to be playing in that area of the field more often come the third and fourth quarter of this game. Debrasini with a hurried clearance finds a good touch. Almost up to halfway. It's worked out from the restart for the Brumbies. Well, in fact, we're just about on the Brumbies 10-meter mark. But nonetheless, a good clearance. The Chiefs penalty advantage. It looks like it's offside from the Brumbies backline. McKenzie to Wallace Atiti. They're over the advantage line. We know how he can light things up. Breakout player last season for the All Blacks. But no advantage, says the referee. In fact, it wasn't offside by the back line. Played the man in the air at the line out was Nick Frost, pinned by the referee there. We're 15 meters in from this left-hand touchline on the 10-meter mark of Brumbies territory, and the Chiefs opting for another 3 points. They're saying if the three's on offer, we want to try and grab it to stretch the lead to 4 points. Damien McKenzie on the angle about 43, 44 meters within his range. Again, it's just down to direction. 3 from 3 up to this point for the Chiefs and All Black. Fly half. Strike is good. It's flying. It's over. Make that 4 out of 4 and make that 16-12 for the Chiefs. With a little over 2 minutes to play, the Brumbies will be looking to gain some traction before half-time. They did well to get right back into the contest and close it down to 1 point. But they'll be very wary of giving away kickable penalties because that man, Damien McKenzie, is right on target. Pinpoint accuracy up to this point, and it's put into touch by the Chiefs. The Brumbies will have an opportunity with the line out here. Just inside the Chiefs half, centre field now. Lonergan at the base. James Slipper takes it off Lonergan. He sets up another ruck, but thrown away, and Samapeni Finau looks to shift it wide immediately down this right-hand side. Tom Wright looking to break clear. He picks up the loose ball. We're back 20 metres. The Brumbies have to start playing now. They know there's not much time left before half-time. But we'll see a shape from the base with a kick here from Lonergan off the right foot. How's the way to the kick? Mackenzie dropping it after going up unchallenged, but the Chiefs fortunately get it back in possession. Cortez Ratima for the Chiefs. They're just inside their own 10-metre mark, on the 15-metre mark of this right-hand touchline. Off the left foot goes Ratima. Tom Wright looking to dance his way clear, but he's wrapped up by the defence. Lonergan with slow ball at ruck time. The Brumbies will look to keep it in hand now. Gifted back to the Chiefs. I'm sure they'll put it into touch. There's seconds remaining in the first half. They've dropped it cold, and they're actually going to give the Chiefs an opportunity on the Brumbies 10-metre mark with the final scrum. Will the Chiefs look to play here? They're ahead by 16-12. But an entertaining first half here in the second semi-final. Both teams showing their worth. The Brumbies, of course, having to navigate an early injury to Noah Lolosio. But Jack Debrasini has come on and more than held his own for the Chiefs. An early yellow card. The Brumbies were able to score in that time, but have since knocked over after opening their account via Imani Narawa. Subsequent conversion from Damien McKenzie, knocking over 3 penalties. Discipline crucial for the Brumbies now. They don't want to give away kickable penalties. Can add up and hurt you at the end of the day. We're into the red here in the first half. Oswald Barnes, shout out. Saying there, again, kicking a ball away to opposition. Why? A lot of kicking we've seen. Oswald, shout out here on Forever Sports. Thank you for tuning in. But the Brumbies pinned at scrum time. The referee judging them not taking the hit and taking no nonsense is Nick Berry this evening. And it will be an opportunity for Mackenzie to put them ahead by another 3. 4 kickable penalties in the first half, potentially. What words will be spoken by Stephen Larkham and co. come half time? There's probably just about on the edge of his range, you feel. In fact, not actually. It is on the angle. He struck it good. He struck it pure. It's over. And the Chiefs will go into half-time by 19-12. The Brumbies will have to put on their thinking cap. Discipline has been an issue in this first half. They lead in terms of tries scored, but it's the Chiefs knocking over the 3-pointers. It's hurt the Brumbies, and we'll be back here on Forever Sports for the second half. Get your refreshments topped up. Aaron Livingston, shout out. Chiefs mana, let's go. 2 quarters to play to see who joins the Crusaders, but it's the Chiefs ahead by 19-12. And I'll see you in just a little bit.
Chase the leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. to protect your soul.
Hello and welcome back. We're almost underway in the second half. It's the Chiefs ahead by 19-12. You feel hearing from Coach Stephen Larkham of the Brumbies, discipline, a key area they want to sharpen up in this second half. Damien McKenzie's boot has been on song. 5 out of 5 for the Chiefs fly half, and it is the Chiefs who get us underway in the second half. From right to left, the kickoff is loose. But the Chiefs have it back. Now the Brumbies come over the ball and have possession. They're up to halfway. Lonergan, Tebrasini, putting it down the centre of the park. It's Leroy Carter to Sean Stevenson. He has the safety of the touchline but doesn't find touch. He finds Tom Wright. Can he counter? Wrapped up by Quinn Tupai. Lonergan to Alalatoa. The Brumbies in possession. Debrasini. They set up another ruck. James Slipper takes it off. Lonergan. Debrasini out wide. Finds space on this right-hand side. It's Corey Toole who puts it on the boot, but too much weight on it. Comfortably gathered by Sean Stevenson. And the Chiefs have it back inside their 22. 5 metres in from this right-hand touchline. Ratama to Tupovai. And a penalty to the Brumbies straight away. Decision time, holding on. They legally over the ball. Team Louise 679 says, let's go Brumbies. Thank you for subscribing, Felice Nicolau Fauia. Apologies if I didn't get that pronunciation correct, but welcome here on Forever Sports. And it was Rory Scott in over the ball. They've put it into the corner on this right-hand touchline. Have the Brumbies. Converted try will level it up. Billy Pollard. But the Chiefs seem to have got it. Lost opportunity for the Brumbies there. Might not seem like a crucial moment, but they all add up to the end cause, and the end cause is to get to the final. You've got to be as accurate as possible. But in ahead over Nick Frost was Arkoi. The Brumbies have it from the line out. They centre field just outside the 22. Lonergan to Valentini. But it's a penalty advantage to the Brumbies. Lonergan, Alatoa. The free play here. Can they find space? Corey Toole's away. Corey Toole busts his way over. That is simply sensational stuff. From the left winger, he's got a brace. The Brumbies are in for their third try. Ala John Olomu. He'd be proud, the big man. Not quite the size of the big man, but Route 1. And it's Damien McKenzie in vain trying to make the tackle. Bumped off it. The bus is full. See you later. I'm going to score in the corner. And the Brumbies with the opportunity by the boot of Ryan Lonergan to level it up now. Joshua Clarkey, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go, the Chiefs. But an individual piece of brilliance from Corey Toole there. Lonergan with the strike. Not able to find the direction. Fading past the left-hand upright. So there's 4 points they've left out on the park now. 2 missed conversions from the Brumbies. But credit to that man, Corey Toole. going over for the try. For all he's worth, kicking his goal, Damien McKenzie there, owned on defence. The Brumbies are within 2. And the Chiefs restart now in the hands of the Brumbies. Can they find a renewed sense of confidence here? Outscored the Chiefs by 3-1. The tails are up now. It's Lonergan from the base, just outside the 22. It's charged down, the Chiefs. Chasing down the kick, but it's Tom Wright who cleans up and hoofs it upfield. An opportunity now for the Chiefs to counter. Josh Jacob on for Sean Stevenson has gone off for a HIA. McKenzie making the break, finding Narawa. They're inside the 22 are the Chiefs. The game's starting to open up now, you feel. Jacob. Row on the field for Ratima. Here comes Narawa. That's a brace. If your left winger can do it, Brumbies, so can I. The right winger of the Chiefs takes them 7 clear with the kick to come. And the Chiefs have always found a way to respond. And on that occasion, gets his 6th try of the season, his 2nd tonight. Imoni Narawa. And wonderful work from the Chiefs there. They back their ability on attack. And when you have a player like Damien McKenzie, Imoni Narawa, your defence has got to be tight. Or it's going to cost you. It's cost the Brumbies on that occasion. And it's try time for the Chiefs. And the restart is from the Brumbies. But the Chiefs have it in possession. They look to come running away via Quintapai. The Brumbies have stolen it on his feet, says the referee. It's opening up. Tom Wright has it in possession. He's brought to ground. The Brumbies now almost up to the Chiefs 22. Lonergan at the base. The Chiefs looking to disrupt. They can't do so. The Brumbies have it centre field now, just outside the 22. They've gone back 2 or 3 meters. They still have the ball. Debrasini. Big hit from Samapeni Finau in defence. But the Chiefs have turned it over. There's the ball security again. A contentious issue for the Brumbies. And it's the captain leading from the front, Luke Jacobson, in over the ball legally. The Chiefs will have an opportunity to put this ball into Brumbies territory via the boot of Damien McKenzie now. It's Lord Joshua says, come on, Chiefs, keep pushing. Not too many Brumbies fans here in the chats. And that's okay. We're all in this together, regardless of who you support. The Chiefs set up the line out and come hard centre field, up to the 10-metre mark. The Brumbies called by the referee to release the tackled player. And it's the Chiefs now on attack. Rowe, McKenzie. Josh Jacob on the field. Goes into play 9. It's Rowe who puts it along the ground. How's the angle? It's Super. Driving the Brumbies back there. Deep, 5 metres from their own try line on this right-hand side. Joshua Clarkey, 1, 2, 3, 4 says, keep going, Chiefs. And keep going they are. Billy Pollard can't win the line out again. This time, fortuitously for the Brumbies. Knocked on by the Chiefs in the process. They will have the put into the scrum. But besides that missed tackle on Currie too, Damien McKenzie has not put a foot wrong in terms of kicking his goals. 6 out of 6. Double the amount of handling errors for the Chiefs. But 9 points clear, more than a score. The Brumbies have it all to do deep inside their own half now. Deep inside their red-hot danger zone. To feed is Ryan Lonergan. It's gone down. Penalty to the Brumbies. Nick Berry taking no nonsense at scrum time. They'll have an opportunity to clear their lines. Set up a line out. They're still inside their own half on their own 10-metre mark are the Brumbies on this right-hand side. Looking to get back within range. Debrasini sends it off and sets up a ruck here. Lonergan to Debrasini. They've kicked it away. Josh Jacob comes away with it. We haven't seen Sean Stevenson back out on the park. Perhaps he's still a bit of time, but it is an HIA assessment. Let's hope he's okay. Chiefs put it up. The Brumbies regather. They in possession now. Lonergan. He wants quicker ball. Tom Wright puts it straight down the centre. Finds space. But Jacob is there. Finds Damien McKenzie who wants to have a dash. He's wrapped up right up against this left-hand touchline between the Chiefs 22 and 10-metre mark. The Brumbies with a counter. Strong. Intense. Accurate. And it is the Brumbies who have it. Debrasini looking for Corey too. Sama Penifina was out there. Corey too looking for a hat-trick, but the bounce of the ball going into touch. The Chiefs have played quickly from the line out. Kicked it deep into the 22. Debrasini decides to run it out. Kicks it straight to Damien McKenzie. He's going to put it up. It's high, it's hanging. Who's chasing? Tom Wright can't get it. He's knocked it on. It's Leroy Carter who picks up the loose ball. They're into the 22 now, the Chiefs. They can't hold on. Andy Muirhead goes rushing back to clean up the loose ball. But offsides are the Brumbies, and there's another penalty. Well within range for Damien McKenzie. You feel they're going to go for the 3 here to make it 7 out of 7 and take this up to a 12-point lead. Brumbies have conceded 8 penalties. Importantly, though, unfortunately for the Brumbies, a large portion of those have been kickable penalties. And Damien McKenzie has duly obliged. They'll take it in threes and take it up to just about a 2-score lead. You feel the game has somewhat opened up in this third quarter. But if you keep conceding at 3 points, it accumulates, it adds up. And when you're kicking in the form that Damian McKenzie is, you'll take 3 any day of the week and twice on a Sunday. The Chiefs up to 29 points to 17. The Chiefs certainly don't want to rest on their laurels, but laying the challenge down to the Brumbies to get back into the semi-final. The restart is gathered by the Chiefs, and it's Rowe at the base who finds McKenzie, who pumps it upfield. Not looking for the contestable, it's Tom Wright. Unchallenged, who takes it, but he kicks it straight down the centre of the park. Has it gone too far? McKenzie doesn't want to dot it down behind his own line, decides to run it up and then kick it into touch. Set up a line out for the Brumbies. Some changes for the Chiefs in the form of Brody McAllister and Jimmy Tupou. In that front row, off is Samsoni Tokiaho and Ollie Norris, respectively. And for the Brumbies, Billy Pollard off the field. It's Lachlan Lonergan, the replacement hooker, to feed the line out now. We're on this right-hand touch line on the 10-metre mark of the Chiefs. Can't find his man. The Chiefs take it at the back of the line out in row. Puts it in behind the Brumbies. But Tom Wright comes away with it, and here come the Brumbies. Up and over halfway. Trying to throw it clear, but in the process has thrown it. It's bounced loose. The Chiefs pick it up. We're on the 10-metre mark now. And they have possession and another penalty. Over-eager ruck time. Dare I say it. Costing the Brumbies dearly now. Seven out of 7 for Damian McKenzie. And he'll take another shot. It's within range, just about 40 on the angle. And the Brumbies would not be satisfied with that. Stephen Larkham would not be satisfied with that. Potentially gifting the Chiefs another 3 points here. Over-eager ruck time, says the referee. Portage Ratimer will be coming back onto the field. However, Sean Stevenson will take no further part in the game, has failed his HIA, should I say. And McKenzie splits the uprights again, taking it up to 32 points to 17. Impeccable kicking form from the fly-off of the Chiefs. Coach Clayton McMillan looking on in delight. 15 points clear. That's more than 2 scores. Now the Brumbies restart. Deep into the 22 as Ratimer. Sporting a headband, but he's past his HIA. Ratimer outside the 22 to McKenzie. Sends it straight down the middle of the park, telling the Brumbies, come at me, bro. It's getting a rather bit desperate now for the Brumbies. They don't want to be kicking too much ball away. With this 15-point deficit at the moment, the Chiefs have got it. Ball security remains a problem for the Brumbies. Ratimer, McKenzie. Daniel Rona looking to break clear. They just managed to tug him by the jersey. On their own 10-metre mark, centre field, it's McKenzie looking for the angle on this right-hand touchline, but well covered by Corey Toole. Wonderful kick from Tom Wright, almost finding the right-hand touchline, but well kept in by Mackenzie, who comes charging ahead. Chip and chase. Tom Wright with another kick upfield. Just can't find the angle for the 50-22. The idea is right. Execution, not so. Looks like it was Leroy Carter there, gathering the ball and putting it into touch. Close call there from Mackenzie on this right-hand side. Nonetheless, the Brumbies just inside the Chiefs' half on this left-hand touchline. They'll be looking for accuracy now. Lonergan, in his last line out, overthrown at the back. The Chiefs got it. But well in control of the second semi-final are the Chiefs. This time around, the Brumbies secure possession. Thrown over the 15. Taken up. Setting up a ruck. Lonergan to Frost. They got to come up with ideas here. Debrasini. They secure possession. Up to the 10-meter mark of Chiefs territory are the Brumbies. But Corey Toole has lost it. It's a knock-on advantage. And Samapeni Finau puts it on the boot. Looking for the 50-22, saying, I want to get in on this kicking action. And it's Andy Muirhead who cleans up at the back for the Brumbies. But a rather hurried kick has gained the Chiefs a massive amount of territory. That all worked out for Samapeni Finau, not renowned for his kicking, but a rather decent effort. As a result, has given the Chiefs an opportunity to attack now. Between the Brumbies 10-meter mark and 22 on this left-hand touchline. To throw in for the Chiefs, Brodie McAllister. Over the 15. Here come the Chiefs charging ahead, and into the 22 they go. Ratimer. Surely the Brumbies are offside. No, says the referee. Right on the border. Were the Brumbies defending for all they're worth? They know a try now would really deflate their spirits. Ratimer. The Chiefs coming alive. We're into the last quarter. And the Brumbies have stolen it. Desperation stuff. Great work on the ground. On their feet. And it's Lonergan, who doesn't have many options, decides to put it upfield. Josh Jacob looking to get his pass away to Leroy Carter. He does. Imoni Narawa hoofs it upfield, but Tom Wright is there. The rather average pass, looking for Debrasini, but finding no one in the process. And the Brumbies under all sorts of pressure with a forward pass from Debrasini out to Corey Toole. The referee right on the spot. Body language from the Brumbies. Somewhat of an indicator that they're up against it here. The Chiefs ahead by 15, 32-17. Two missed conversions from Ryan Lonergan versus 8 out of 8 for Damian McKenzie. What more can you say? 2 tries from Imoni Narawa, the rest in conversions and penalties. It's really hurt the Brumbies. And as they say, it all adds up at the conclusion of 80 minutes when you can take your 3 and your kicker's kicking the way Damian McKenzie is. They're starting to believe now, oh, the Chiefs. The Apollo Project Stadium in Christchurch awaits the winner Will it be 1-2 for the regular season in the final? Can the Brumbies upset the apple cart? Yeah, they've got it all to do. Their backs against the wall. And a massive scrum from the Chiefs. A statement of intent. Penalty advantage again within range. And the Brumbies have not seemed to have learnt anything from the halftime team talk with regards to discipline. In fact, this time around, within range, the Brumbies want to tighten the noose on the neck of the Chiefs, I beg your pardon, want to tighten the noose here on the neck of the Brumbies. They put it into this right-hand corner. They're only 7 meters out on this right-hand touchline. What a game Luke Jacobson has had on defence. The most tackles up to this point. Couple of steals on the ground. Stepping up when it matters. Here come the Chiefs now. They spread it wide. It's going to be a try. Just like that from first phase ball. And you feel now the Brumbies are not out of it, but they're certainly down for the count. And the defence not able to deal with that attacking shape. And Josh Jacob goes in for the try. The Chiefs get their third try. The opportunity now for McKenzie to make it 9 out of 9. 20 points clear with the kick to come. Far out, he's way ahead in terms of points for the season. Here's Damien McKenzie, top point scorer of Super Rugby Pacific 2025. You can see why. Commentators curse, he's missed it. Would you believe it? That's the first one for the night. Surely we can forgive him if you're a Chiefs fan, because you'd be smiling at the scoreboard now. 20 points clear. The Brumbies are away from the restart. I don't believe what I'm seeing, but it's happening in front of my eyes. Tom Wright has gone over. Incredible stuff from the Brumbies, but they're having a look. Was there a defensive effort of the ages here for the Chiefs? But what wonderful work from the restart from the Brumbies, but they desperately need it. And it's Damien McKenzie in. That is simply sensational from Damien McKenzie. Sliding in for the tackle, getting his hand in under the ball. The Brumbies will not be gifted with the 5 points. Heartbreak if you're a Brumbies fan, but what crucial work on defence from Damien McKenzie. We saw him getting bumped off early on, but he's most certainly made amends with it, a defensive effort of the highest order. And the Chiefs will have the opportunity now with a 22 dropout, saying to the Brumbies, come back at us. A little over 14 minutes to go. It would be some comeback, but the Chiefs conceding 3 tries, but scoring penalties at will. And deservedly ahead, but here come the Brumbies now. Muirhead. Nick Frost comes charging down this right-hand touchline into the 22, but has lost it forward in the process. The Brumbies showing intent, showing the will to fight. There is some space out wide on that occasion, but just not able to hold on to it was Nick Frost. A great cover tackle from Quintapaya. The Chiefs inside their own 22. They got to force their hand, the Brumbies now. The Chiefs will just look to clear the pressure from inside their own 22 here. Double for Imani Narawa tonight. Double for Currie too. Will it all be in vain for the Brumbies? Rowe back on the field for Ratima. That looks like it's a permanent replacement. We're 5 meters in from this right-hand touchline inside the Chiefs 22. The scrum, a powerhouse in the second half. They've got the penalty advantage. If nothing comes of this, the Brumbies have folded under the scrum pressure in the second half. And they are coming back. The defence of the Brumbies. Covering that attacking opportunity, but it doesn't matter because we're coming back for the penalty to the Chiefs. You have to look at Damien McKenzie and say, he's put his hand up. Well and true for man of the match. Stood up in the big moments, and that's why he is an All Black. Slight in size, but rugby is a game for all shapes and sizes, and really pulling the strings at number 10 for the Chiefs. The line-out is secured from the Chiefs. They put it up with a bomb. Tom Wright been catching them all day. But the Brumbies now really under pressure to produce something. The ball becomes unplayable. It will be a Brumbies put into the scrum, says referee Nick Berry. It's Lord Joshua, says Chiefs is doing the thrashing. Spice it up with some fire emojis. It's Lord Joshua. Where you tuned in from, brother? Talk to us here on Forever Sports. You must be smiling, the Chiefs, with 1 foot in the final. As we see Gideon Rampling coming onto the field. Some more fresh legs for the Chiefs. The Chiefs won't mind the scrum. They've had the upper hand in the second half. We're on the 10-meter mark of Brumbies territory. 10 meters in from this left-hand touchline. We play from left to right. It's a loose ball. Brumbies almost lost it. Ollie Sapsford there. But lost backwards, says the referee. We're into single digits in terms of times left. In minutes, the Brumbies. 3 consecutive semi-final losses. Staring down the barrel of a fourth here against the Chiefs. McKenzie with ball in hand. Looking for the kick pass. The Brumbies clean up. But the defence of the Chiefs forcing the kick from Debrasini. And here come the Chiefs again via McKenzie. Looking to shift it down this left-hand side. It's Samapeni Finau. To Rowe. Inside running a wonderful support line. The scrum off, but he's lost it forward. Great defence from the Brumbies. But again, it's scrum time. The Chiefs licking their lips, and here's a little bit of argy-bargy after the whistle. Nothing really to speak about. Dane Olafi, my brother, champion legend, says lekker roots. Sorry about the Stormers a couple of weeks back. My cousin, I went up for that quarter-final. Mark Dibilla Amal Boka. In English, that translates to make all the Bulls Springboks. A lot of compliments from Rassie Erasmus to Jake White in the week with what he's done with the Bulls, but the Bulls also need to convert. Their opportunities will be their third final in 4 years. Yet to walk away with the Vodacom URC trophy. But with a crack at Super Rugby Pacific this season, the Chiefs looking to do themselves justice and face off against the mighty Crusaders, the most successful team in Super Rugby history. And we've only got 7 and a couple of minutes left to play. We restart now with the scrum to the Brumbies. This time a stronger set on the field for Lonergan is Harrison Goddard. And the Brumbies put it into touch. Safely so from that man. The replacement scrum off. It's going to be the Chiefs, though, with possession now on the 10-metre mark of Brumbies territory via Brodie McAllister. The line out is solid. They hit it up centre field. Xavier Rowe at the base. McKenzie looking to change direction. He's put it on the boot house. The bounce of the ball for Josh Jacob, just not setting up nicely enough. He's looking for a second. But the vision from Damien McKenzie, impeccable. Running operations here at will. The Chiefs and All Black fly half. And you feel all is lost now for the Brumbies. They need 3 converted tries to get back into it. And besides that, wonderful effort from the restart from Tom Wright have not really looked like getting close to the Chiefs. Try line in the second half. Worth mentioning again that Damien McKenzie try-saving tackle. Look out for that on the replay. The rugby IQ. Sublime. Here come the Brumbies. They got to play now. They can't kick it away. Goddard from the base. Finds one of his tight forwards. Debrasini. The Chiefs not overcommitting at ruck time. Fanning out on defence. Valentini. A rather quiet evening for the industrious loose forward of the Brumbies. Debrasini on the boot looking for grass. Under free play. The Chiefs pinned by the referee there. Gifting the Brumbies an opportunity to set it upfield, but you feel all it is for now is consolation for the Brumbies. Debrasini looks to hurry things on. In the process, doesn't find touch. An unforced error there. Looking for space in backfield, but the Chiefs have returned it handsomely. And into touch from Damien McKenzie's boot. Sending it back to the 10-metre mark of Brumbies territory on this right-hand touchline, I beg your pardon. It's Lord Joshua, straight out of PE Puppy. I know who you are. Apologies, it's taken me so long to figure that one out. But here come the Brumbies. In possession, into the Chiefs' half they go. Centre field. Looking for some sort of consolation. Goddard. To one of his tight forwards who's wrapped up. The Chiefs in over the ball. Almost ruining the Brumbies' opportunity at attack, but the Brumbies get it away via the boot of Goddard. It's McKenzie who's back. He's going to run it out. Here comes Leroy Carter, looking to stretch the legs. He's got a gas tank that's still full, he says. But he's wrapped up. Xavier Rowe to McKenzie on the boot again. And into touch on halfway. It's all landing in the favour of the Chiefs, the bounce of the ball. The referee's whistle. But deservedly so, you feel, for the table-topping Chiefs. Well and truly marching on to the final. Yesterday's semi-final, Crusaders versus Blues, was a real contest. But in the second half, the Chiefs have really turned the screws, marching their way to Christchurch. The Crusaders will be taking note, but what a crack of a final that's going to be. And we're just getting some attention to one of the Brumbies players. Time off for the moment. We're in with less than 2 minutes to play. And the Chiefs in front of their home fans. You feel in playoff rugby have taken the opportunities. They've been the more disciplined of the two teams. And in that second half at scrum time, they've really put it on the Brumbies thick and fast. But it is the Brumbies with the scrum here as we restart play. Still looking for their fourth try, which would be nothing more than consolation. Goddard. They want to get it in and out. They do so. Debrasini inside. Tom Wright's away. He's put it on the boot. Who's chasing? Andy Muirhead's chasing, but in vain. It's gone into touch 5 meters out from the Chiefs try line. Wonderful break from Tom Wright, the fullback. Great vision, but Andy Muirhead perhaps just not linking up well enough. He had a lot of ground to make up, but the ball nonetheless won the race to the touchline. McAllister for the Chiefs. Five meters from the own line. Rowe to McKenzie. Puts it into touch just outside the 22. One final opportunity for the Brumbies to get their fourth try. And it is the Brumbies now with the little line out play here in the front. Trick play didn't work out. It's gone into touch. The hooter sounds. The Chiefs put it into touch via the boot of Tupovai. And that is that. Crusaders will host the Chiefs in the final of Super Rugby Pacific 2025. The Brumbies come up short in their fourth consecutive semi-final defeat against the table-topping Chiefs by 37 points to 17. To all the fans tuned in here on Forever Sports, it's been an absolute pleasure to take you through this one. But if you're a Chiefs fan, you're smiling. They're going to be up against it. But one step closer to that Super Rugby Pacific title. They came up short last season against the Blues. They'll have another crack against the Crusaders. But that's it for now here on Forever Sports. Until next time, bye for now.